Yes, I want to do some thank yous. I want to thank my fans on YouTube first off. Hi. Hope he's watching. I want to thank my brother Mike who came out tonight. Yeah. I really want to thank him for teaching my mother how to finally send a fucking text message. Way to think that shit through. I'm not going to go there. And
Shit, what's up guys, it's Cruz Pike. My friends call me Big C. And I am not wearing any underwear, motherfucker. No guys, I am doing my first heroic today. This is Throne of the Tides, and I am now creeping up on Lady Nazjar. Yeah, she's I don't know, she's a badass chick. Guys, I'm liking this dungeon. This is my first heroic, and I didn't know which one I was going to get thrown into. But this one is one I did not do enough. I didn't run this place enough when I was lower level, and I'm glad I'm back here. And I'm not just saying that, because I don't do that shit. No, guys, it's got some really cool art in here before I go fuck this crazy underwater Medusa bitch up. Fix your hair, biatch. And she drops a boulder. Looked like a fucking meteor hit me in the head there. Whatever, she's a boss. Me too. No, guys, this is a great dungeon for me. I really like the art in here. Like, I get this very subterranean Edgar Allan Poe feel. Like, you know, I just crossed out with a little bit of Greek mythology, and here we go. But whatever, you don't want to fucking aesthetic breakdown of what I think. Let's talk about Lady Nazjar. Hell yeah, we're doing this on heroic, guys, and strangely enough, she doesn't become all that much more of a badass broad in heroic. Basically, you got to interrupt shock blast, and you got to stay out of the geysers when they erupt. Anybody watches my videos, you tend to know that I stand in shit all the time. I should have that GTFO add-on put on, and I might actually still do that. Heroics, this is my first one, so it's not like you're watching me beat this for the 15th time, and I know all the moves, and I know everything. I don't. This is my first one, so I'll probably get my ass handed to me more than once, but whatever. I'm not mad. Anyways, yeah, so what else can I tell you? You got to move away from the fungal spores before they land, and you want to try and crowd control one of the Tempest Witch ads as they appear. Now, where in them bitches? I'm looking. In heroic, guys, you also want to keep in mind that you gotta avoid the water vortexes. She sends that shit out, and you gotta stay clear of it. That would almost sound like, well, duh, dummy, but, you know, you never know. Guys like me sometimes forget that shit. And here she goes into her crazy, spinny, cycle bullshit. Out comes the ad. We're gonna take this. That's not a witch. That's a honor guard or something, but whatever. I'll take him down. There's no honor in this. Okay, and my buddy is getting flipped around, or is that me? I'm being flipped around. I think I didn't avoid what I was supposed to avoid. Huh. Big C for the fucking loss, but whatever. That's how I roll. Taking this guy down here, you got to concentrate on him, obviously. I am the tank in this one, so I'm taking the brunt of the damage, and that's fine by me. Yeah, here, another couple things about Lady Nazjar, guys. Like I said, Vortex. That basically summons a circle on the ground that erupts into a vortex after about 2 seconds. And it does a pretty decent amount of damage, about 25 damage to anybody standing in that shit. And then you go flying into the air. So there's that. Pretty awesome. Shock blast, fungal spores, you guys know all about that crap. And she's got water spout. Tip me over and pour me out. Yeah, 66 out of 2/3 and 1/3 of her health. She will banish herself from the vortex and start reflecting spells and attacks. But whatever. Guys, I thought it would be a little bit harder for my first time. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at this. Cutscene. Sure, fuck off. Carrying on. Blood boiling the ground for no reason. That's what I do. Let's get into it. What's the next one that we're going to be taking on, guys? Who's this bad-looking dude? He's kind of nasty-looking. He calls himself the Commander, I do believe. Commander... Fucking ugly. Wow. He's got one hand and a flipper. I like this guy. Oh, my God. I'm going to chop his dick hand off. You know how pissed off he's going to be? You cut my balls hand off. Yeah, okay, buddy. Yeah, no, he's getting me with his fucking crazy Venus flytrap hand, and then he's got his dick hand, his non-dick hand stranger flapper. I don't even know what I'm talking about. It's pretty badass. What has he got that he's gonna do to you? Okay, here we go. Let's see. I'm trying to remember all the different shit that's going on here. He's got something called Curse of Fatigue. It curses a random target, probably me, and you basically lose your speed you lose half your speed, and and haste by half. So yeah, that sucks. 15-second on that one as well, guys. So nothing too serious. This guy's obviously going down pretty fast, so I don't need to get into too much details with this. But yeah, he's also got Dark Fissure, and that isn't the same as an Anal Fissure. If you know what an Anal Fissure is, I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, it's not quite the same, but it does a lot of shadow damage, and yeah, it's good shit. And 800k, 700k, yeah, he's going down pretty soon. Keep in mind, he's also got, as a heroic, guys, he's got Enrage and Squeeze as well, where he either goes into a rage, increases his damage, or he lashes out and grabs random players and squeezes the fuck out of them for about 6 seconds. So yeah, stay out of that. But anyways, guys, not a real problem. Look at this. Okay. I am Eagle Ray Cloak. I'm going to take that shit. Strength and armor. Oh, yeah. My gear, and I'm doing heroics, guys, to gear up. That was a very common message that was left on my previous video saying, Big C, you got to run some heroics. You'll gear up that way. And I was like, okay, let's go do it. So I took your advice, and we're doing it. And this one here, I've already got some pretty good gear. From this run, if you're a tank or you're like a plate wearer, I do recommend this place. I got some, I don't know, was that like 356 gear or I don't remember what it was. A lot of 356 shit or something like that. 359. No, 356 stuff was dropping. And yeah, that's just real good. So at least for me, or if it wasn't 356, I forget what the fuck number was it. Whatever. There was some good stuff dropping. So let's talk to Neptulon. What's he got to say?
There's the Murlocs. DPS usually take.
Hello, Neptulon. Why don't you talk?
Here's the guys that DPS hit.
I'm kidding. All right, let's get these vicious mind lashers. These guys look like those guys from R.A. Salvatore books. If you read those when I read those when I was a kid, the Dark Elf series, and there was these dudes that took Drizdoerden, and I forget what their names are now, but they were like mind flayers or something like that. Nasty looking fuckers, and that just brings me back to that. So kudos to Blizzard if they were trying to get all nostalgic or create the image of the old school Dilwarden series, whatever you want to call it. All right, let's carry on. Vicious Mind Lasher. You are vicious like Big C. And these guys are getting beat down. They're nothing to them. Piece of cake. Okay, what other bosses are in here that I need to tell you guys about? Ozumat. Bad news. While I got you here, guys, and it's a bit of a slow spot, I am mixing it together, but I clearly should have edited out a little bit more of this bullshit. Guys, I did my first professional comedy show yesterday. It went quite well. I was a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. It's one thing to do videos over YouTube where you can like make a mistake and not get judged too hardly, except by the 400 or 500 trolls that tend to come out and point shit out. Just kidding, trolls. I love you too, sort of. But yeah, in real life, when you're up on stage, holy shit, man, it's so much different. If you miss like a word or a facial expression or anything like that, it's a bitch, man. You gotta deal with that. Like, it can actually ruin a joke or ruin a bit, as we tend to call them. And I'm learning that the hard way. And yeah, yesterday I had about 70% of my jokes hit really, really good, and the other ones didn't. And you know what? Whatever. I'm a beginner, so I'm not gonna go turn on the shower and get drunk and call my ex-girlfriend and cut myself. No, I wouldn't do that. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And now we're fighting the Blight Beast. Oh, you nasty looking bastard. These guys look fucking nasty. I don't care what anyone says. Look at the face on him. Looks like my ex-girlfriend. It's like some fucking crazy, raging stegosaurus. Angry fucking ex-girlfriend Asaurus. My ex-girlfriend Asaurus. Ah, shit. Yeah, so anyways, back to that little bit there. Yeah, the comedy went really well, guys. But I got a lot of work to do. It's one thing to be able to tell jokes in like 5 minutes. It's another thing to be like a full-time professional comedian. The level of effort required to go from where I am to like the big time is obscene. It is crazy because you watch guys that I like, the pros, and I know they make it look natural, and that's what you got to do. But if you knew how much effort went into doing what they do, and I tell you that not because I'm trying to set myself up to fail or anything like that, or jerk these guys off, but it's astounding how much effort you have to put in to do that. So I'm going to do it. I've decided. This is what I was born to do. I was born to be a gamer. I was born to tell jokes and just have a good time and try and entertain. And yeah, it's good. When you find what you were meant to do in life, it's a good day. Now, I have to find a way to make that shit happen. And I'll tell you right now, I don't make anywhere near enough money to support myself through gaming and comedy. It's not even like I'm close. It's not even fucking close. It's not even, So the problem that I'm having is, I got to work and I do my shit. And then, when I get home, I write some jokes and I read a book. Then I play some video games. And how the fuck am I going to do all these things in life while I'm stuck working? So obviously I got to get good enough at gaming and comedy and other things to be able to make it so that I can do this full time. So I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to stop. I'm not a quitter. I did join AA, but I'm not a quitter. And we'll see what happens, guys. Thanks for thumbsing my shit up. Thanks for hanging out. This is Big C. Checking out.